Alright, welcome back everybody. If you've been wondering where I've been, I'm gonna have another video coming out about that, just kind of explaining everything from even before the channel to now to where it's going. You know, I've too much to talk about that I want to put it in a single video just so it's there so everyone can see it. But anyways, that's not why we're here today. Today we're here to talk about a tank set for Wizard101, and this set is completely free to play, and most of the gear you get in it, you actually, if not all of the gear initially, you can get a level 100, so it's going to be really great for doing Darkmoor and for questing through the third arc as a support player. Obviously you're not going to be hitting with the set, this is the set that's going to keep you alive. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Do a quick little change. There we are. It's not the prettiest set out there, but you know, if it works. Let's go ahead and look at the stats real quick. So we got 7,000 health. It's not the prettiest thing out there, but you know, it'll do for level 100. Actually, it'll probably be a little less level 100 because I'm max level, but expect somewhere between 6,000 and 7,000 health. The resist, we got 77. It might be a little more or a little less depending on, you know, your exact pieces of gear and pet, because it can vary from school to school and your level. Accuracy, you don't have any. Doesn't really matter because most of the spells you're going to be casting, like feints and blades, are 100% accuracy. Although if you want to throw in a heal here and there, then you could socket an accuracy jewel and probably be fine. But the idea is that you're not going to really be healing that much with this set. Although I could make another healing set if you guys want. Let's go in critical and block, doesn't really matter. Same with pierce. You got a little bit of healing in and out, enough to keep you alive, but also doesn't really matter. Got 88 pip chance, although that's with a pip jewel socketed, so keep that in mind. Although, again, you don't really need power pips. You know, everything you're going to be casting is going to be 0 or 1 pips for the most part. But yeah, that's about it for the stats, so let's go ahead and jump in to the actual pieces of gear. So for the hat, we got the Immortal Champion's Helm. Now, a lot of you guys have probably never seen this before, and that's because it comes from the Zeus Exalted Duel Challenge, and I guarantee you most people have never run that thing in their lives. But yeah, this drops from that. It's a pretty decent hat. It actually gives critical, which I find interesting, which could be nice for level 100 healing. But yeah, it gives 17 resist. It's the highest resist you can get from a free-to-play hat in the game. Only the Jade hat outranks it, and of course that's for crowns. But, you know, it's decent. It's got some power pip, it's got some incoming healing, got some shadow rating, you know, okay health for level 100, and the 17 resist, that's really the biggest deal. Let's go into the robe. This is the Crocopatra Royal Cloak. Now this drops from the Crocopatra Exalted Challenge. You'll kind of start seeing a trend here with the hat, robe, and boots. But yeah, it's an Exalted Challenge, you know, pretty decent. 18 resist, 600 health, 10 power pip, a little bit of block, some shadow rating, and it gives a tower shield spell, which, you know, could come in handy. I don't know. But, you know, if you get to like 130 or something and you're like a life or ice, you could easily upgrade this to like the Dragoon robe. That'd be great. But, you know, this still works perfectly fine. 18 resists, pretty good. Now for the boots, we have the Bone Smasher Rattled Shoes. And this drops from the Rattlebones Exalted Challenge. So, you know, another great thing about these Exalted Challenges is it actually drops, you know, the best gear for hitting at that level as well. So, you know, like the Rattlebones one drops the robe, the Crocopatra one drops the hat, etc. Yeah, these give 13 universal resist, so 10 incoming, 5 outgoing, a little bit of power pip and health. You know, pretty decent Jade boots for level 100. Of course, once you get to 130, no matter what school you are, I'd highly recommend upgrading to the Dragoon boots, even if you drop a couple resist, because it's a lot more health and just some better stats. And especially for the Sharpen and Potent, those come in handy a ton, because, you know, they stack with regular Sharpens and Potents. For the wand, doesn't really matter too much. On the life here, I like rocking the Sword of Kings, because for that fat 25 outgoing, although there's this blade, the Takunobu's, I don't know how to say it, Blade of Impulse. There's one that's like his Blade of Wrath or something. It gives 1 universal resist, so if you really want 1 extra resist, then you can get that. Another good option, even just like the Malastare Staff is decent because it gives some block. And then like the Zeus Scepter at level 90, it gives some incoming and outgoing, which could be nice for support. But yeah, wand doesn't matter too much, but you know, any little stat helps. For the ethane here, I got the heart still. It's really nice, 5 resist. You could use something else like a healing, like the Morgantha theme, but if you want the max resist, then go for heart still. You can either get this in the crown shop for like 260 crowns, or the way I got it on this account was from farming the Gobbler King in Wizard City from Colossus Boulevard. And if you want proof of me getting that, you can go ahead and I have the clip of it posted on my YouTube channel. It's not great quality, it's pretty sucky, but you know, at least it like proves that you can get this dropped. So I just wanted to show that to everyone. For the amulet, you got a few different options here. At max, I'm currently rocking the Wonder Bar, Sweepsmith rope. I will upgrade it to Uber once I get it, but I farmed a lot, haven't gotten it yet. I'll get it eventually. But you can use honestly any amulet that gives some resist, Amulet Divine if you have that, or the Morgantha amulet, or I think the best one for most people is going to be the rat amulet of some sort, and you don't even have to have the top tier one. This isn't even the highest tier from him, but it still gives 6 resist for life. I know it gives decent resist for like death and balance as well. The Dragoon Charm is also pretty decent for life and ice, but I think overall for most schools this amulet's going to be the best, the rat amulet. And if you don't have that, then you can just use the Darkmoor amulet or the Morgantha amulet. You know, it still gives a handful of resist, which is perfectly fine. For the ring, for the absolute maximum resist, I have Hathie's Victory Band. You can just buy this in the bazaar. That's how I got it. Any school can use this. It gives one universal resist. There's a couple rings you can get, like if you're balanced, there's a level 25 ring from, I'm pretty sure it's Raw, a wooden skeleton key boss that gives 2 universal resist. And Ice has Elisa's Chill Band, which is around the same level, like 62 or something. And you can pick that up in the bazaar or from a Zavaria mob. It gives 3 universal resist, but every other school has this option that gives 1 universal resist if you really want that 1 extra resist. Although a ring like Stone of the Other Side is also a really good option because you'll probably be using that for all of your healing sets and everything else. It just depends on whether you want 1 universal resist or a bunch of healing. It's really up to you. For the pet, doesn't matter at all as long as you have at least the 2 resist talents. You know, I could like you. Originally I was using Baby Tasha until I got Wily Dexter here. Really doesn't matter as long as you have 15 resist, you're chilling. If you get Mighty, you can bump that up to 17 resist, and that's how you could get like the 80 resist like I was talking about earlier, along with the wand. Or if you really want to go at it, there's 21 universal resist pets that exist out there. Although I would not recommend getting one of those unless you have like every other pet that you need, like, you know, triple double, maybe a damage pet, and then I'd recommend going for, you know, the 21 universal resist pet. But yeah. And if you're going to get that pet, you know, you might want to get on something like an enchanted armament or something that gives a useful card. But yeah, as long as you have at least 15 resist, you're good. Your triple double will have that. It's plenty enough to give you some extra resist to tank. Like, you know, just the 15 resist alone gets me from 62 to 77. So it's kind of big. I'm going to go ahead and equip that again. Mount doesn't matter if you really want. You can farm for the Mammoth Mini and Polaris that gives you 2 outgoing, although really not necessary at all. Deck also doesn't really matter. I just recommend having a triangle socket. But yeah, it really doesn't matter at all. I guess you could go for a square socket if you want some extra flat resist or something. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I got for the free-to-play tank set. You know, you can get this at level 100 and kind of slowly upgrade it. Of course, you know, you could get a Dragoon robe. You can get Dragoon boots, I highly recommend. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and put them on, just kind of see what would happen. I don't have the Dragoon robe yet, but I'll put on the motorist overcoat. That's close enough, I guess, right? You know, I also have Spooky Carnival, but we don't have to talk about that. I'll go ahead and put on the Malister staff just for kicks and giggles. Keep the heart still on. I will keep that on because that's the max level thing. But yeah, even with just those couple upgrades, I'm up to 79 resist now and 93 power pip, so that's pretty decent. But yeah, hope this guide helped you guys out. Oh yeah, I also had 351 block there. See, block increases a lot with the robe, and you'd have that with the Dragoon robe as well. But yeah, I hope this guide really helps you guys out, getting, you know, something that'll help you out in questing, being a support wizard, and not just going in with 40 resist, you know, with your regular set, you know. This is almost twice that resist. It's really good. It'll keep you alive against those harder mobs and, you know, help you do your part in supporting. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask down in the comments. You know, I'll be there answering them. And if you have any other video recommendations or questions, concerns, anything, just let me know. Join my Discord. I'm always there. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed and have a nice day.